So this short lesson is going to be on how to use the text tool, specifically with paths in Illustrator. So we're going to go ahead and start with a simple pen tool path, and we're going to type some text on it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my pen tool. I'm going to go ahead and create a simple path. So I'm going to do that with some curves in it. And we're going to end up over here. I'm going to go ahead and click on my regular selection tool. So that's no longer selected. I'm going to come over to my text tool, and unlike Photoshop, we're going to have to use the actual type on a path tool. So what I can do is I can click anywhere on my path. When I click on it, you'll see that that cursor becomes assigned to that path, and now I can type whatever I want. So if I wanted to type in Mary had a little lamb, I could then do everything that I could with other text. I could make copies of it. So if I wanted to do Command C, and then I could have this follow this text all the way along. Once again, I still have the same things available to me that I have with other text tools. I have things like font choices, things like size, things like alignment. I can also open up my character stuff, so this can give me those things like the kerning and tracking. So kerning would be between two letters, tracking would be between several selected characters. I could also change things like the stroke and whatnot for that. So let's go ahead and try this with a shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit my Windows button and Z until I no longer have this path. And I'm going to try the same thing with a shape. And specifically, I'm going to show you guys with an ellipse. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the ellipse tool, and I'm going to hold down Shift as I make this ellipse to make it be a perfect circle. I'm going to go back to my type on a path tool. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. You notice the cursor becomes assigned to that path. I'm going to go ahead and hit my Windows button and V because I have that Mary has a little lamb thing, but I want to show you something a little bit different on this one. If I use my regular selection tool, you guys are going to notice that there is a line opposite of the Mary had a little lamb, and then two lines kind of in front of it. These are your start and stop lines, and what you can do is if you put your cursor near the start one, you can determine where that will start on this ellipse. The same thing is, this is your stop one, and wherever it's at is where the text will stop. So if I put it right here, no more text would be able to be seen on this ellipse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it at the very end here. You'll notice the one on the other side allows us to actually move this inside or outside of the circle. So if I wanted to put it on the inside of the circle at the bottom, what I can do is click and drag this, and if I drag it straight up, I can put this on the inside of the bottom of the circle. You notice that line moves to the other side. If I want to move it back, all I have to do is just click, drag it to the top, and then put that back in that area that I had it before. And remember, the start and stop ones will determine exactly where that starts and stops. So let's just move those a little bit, and then you can see that now I have all of those things together.